Women wonder why they can't keep a good man. Baby, that's because you disobedient. You can't even follow a simple test or instruction that your man give you. For example, a button. He asks you not to wear a button in public, but you do it anyway. That's first of all, you insulted his intelligence because apparently he knows something. Apparently, he done been there and done that before, so he's trying to put you on. But it's like you don't want to listen. It's just like a mother with a child, a disobedient child. If that child ain't listening, she's gonna whoop that child. So as a man is the same way. A man don't want no disobedient woman. He's gonna leave her.
Welcome to the S.Banks&JD Network podcast. I'm your host, S. Banks, and I'm Joe, my co-host.
JD.
And what are we talking about today, man?
Boss chicks. Boss chicks don't understand male nature.
What's a boss chick?
Those women that say, I'm a boss chick.
I'm a boss chick. I'm a diva.
I'm a queen.
Queens with no kingdoms or no queendoms. They don't need no man. They're Miss Independent. You got your degrees. And yeah. But no shade. Anyways, we got 3 clips for you today. And we're just going to play those clips for you. We're going to come back, give you our thoughts. Without further delay, man, let's jump right in and play those clips. Here's clip number 1.
But I like the fact that I have this personality because I know how to stand my ground when necessary.
Does it serve you well?
It does, absolutely. Because people who truly care about me and understand me know that I'm just standing up for myself and I know how to speak and articulate myself properly. People, on the other hand, get quickly intimidated by that because they don't have the same ability to speak for themselves the way that I do.
Do you know, I would say I don't think it's intimidation. I would say it is acknowledgement of the fact that they're not willing to engage with aggressive behavior. And so a lot of the time...
So that is intimidation.
No. It's not. It's actually smart.
It's a wise decision.
It's actually a wise decision. So it's like if somebody keeps bringing aggressive behavior to me, as a man, I would say, I have to make a decision as to whether or not I am going to deal with that. And I'll be like, you know what, 9 times out of 10, especially if it comes from a woman, I ain't willing to deal with it.
But here's the thing,
the thing is, on your side, you may see that as me being intimidated by you. I'm just saying, listen, I hear you're aggressive and I can see you're aggressive, but you know what? Go give that to someone else.
There is nation.
I ain't got time for it.
There is a nation.
Okay. I'm bossy. That's what she's saying. What's your thoughts from a female's perspective?
Well, unfortunately, there are a lot of girls that think that way in regards to being intimidating or feel like they're intimidating men or people in general. Some people, some of them do it to everyone, and some women do it more to men.
Okay.
They're intimidating tactics or whatever you want to call it. And just like the guy said, they're not intimidated. They just think, I can see you're aggressive. You see how he changed the word?
You're a rebel. You're a troublemaker.
Yes. I can see you're aggressive and I choose not to deal with you.
To engage.
Exactly.
In the BS.
So it's not a thing of, he's weak or he's shook or whatever word you want to put there. It's not that. A lot of guys just are not going to deal with your bad behavior. That's just all it is. And that's my first thoughts on that. What about you?
Why do women think it's cute that they're allegedly, and I'm using the inverted rabbit ears, they think that they're being intimidating to men? They think it's cute. It's masculine, first of all.
Well, I don't see why you'd think it would be cute. What is cute about it? You're seen as aggressive.
I think the feeling of being in control, power, is euphoric to women.
But how does that make it cute from a man's perspective?
Okay, it doesn't. But I think the culture today renders women to be masculine, and they think that the traits that men want in women think men want the same traits you know, in opposite sex.
Okay, but who told them that? Because what
The
man
isms.
has said to them, yeah, you being aggressive and acting this way and being intimidating towards me is sexy or it's cute? No, I'm sure no man has ever told a
Okay.
woman that.
Let's be realistic, right? In society today, right? Men have made living experience for women so comfortable that they believe that they're intimidating a man. Now we know this is first world problems, because if she was in another country
Yeah.
and she tried to get cute or believe being intimidating or you're intimidating a man is cute, we already know. I'm not, listen, for YouTube guidelines, I ain't gonna say what I say, but I'm gonna try to be as vague as I can. But we know if you're in certain countries that were really patriarchy and you try to get lippy with men, it's not a thing of whether I condone this or not. But we know, first of all, women are the weaker gender. So you running up to a man, putting your hand on him, he's stronger than you. He can clearly do what he do to you. You might feel, and when I feel that he's intimidated by you, he just doesn't want to engage in the BS. And a lot of women think, you know, the culture today, being masculine is a turn on to men and it's a turn off.
Like
That's
I
just
said,
where I'm at with
who told women that it's a turn on? I'm sure women haven't. I ain't been told that. I'm not saying I act like that. No, I don't. But
Well, you've seen it.
I've seen it, and
Multiple
I've
times.
yet to hear a guy say that they found that sexy.
But doesn't a woman do that and then she thinks, oh, if anything goes wrong, a man's gonna come and save me? That's the kind of emotional tactics a woman uses. I wasn't turned on by seeing that, and in her brain, she was like, it went over her head. She didn't get it, and that was a scary part, because a lot of women today don't get that.
The thing is, men are not intimidated by women, full stop. I'm okay. There are, a very tiny percentage of men who they're just weak by nature. They're
I know,
just
but
weak all around.
let me stop you there. There's a big percentage of men, but continue.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying who finds women intimidating
Yeah.
or scared of women. I don't think there's a massive percentage of men who are actually scared of a woman, as
No.
in physically. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm not talking about just weak-minded men. I'm just talking about the men. There is, but it's very small, very minute of men who are actually scared of some women
Yeah,
because
right.
they're aggressive.
Okay.
But no, there are.
I know, I
There's,
agree.
the kind of small, scrawny sort of men. But anyway,
Okay.
no diss to them. That's just how it is. But in general, men are not scared of women because they know that you're stronger than women. You know that
But it's not. But sorry, continue. I was going to jump in.
you know that you're able to just give a woman just one box and it's over and it's finished. So then why would a man be intimidated or feel scared or anything to a woman? It doesn't make sense. It's not logical.
But it's not about a one big box. That's what she gets. It's not even about it. It's about why, if you're a rational man, why even deal with a female like this? It
No,
doesn't
you
even make
wouldn't.
sense.
But I'm saying the woman seems to think, some women think that they are intimidating, like she said.
The only power that you've got is what's given to you. Did I just go biblical for a second? For the ones who know. Now think about this, right? What about the men that do hold frame and they don't fall into this intimidation or this BS, right? Women tend to flip it up. Oh my God, like, you're scaring me. You're being a bit aggressive now. These are the emotional
Tactics.
gymnastics that women do, right?
True.
To play things in their own favor. Because some dudes be like, I'm not engaging in that. That's not me. Nah. But the to break this down, basically it's a shit test.
Yeah.
And this is a shit test that women often do. No matter how alpha you are, no matter how masculine you are, if you're in a relationship, from time to time, women do what is called as a shit test, just to test the man how strong he is. You know, it's a biological thing. Don't get me wrong. In the West, it's effed up. They go overboard, but it's when you break it down to the nuts and bolts, it's a shit test. And some women think this is cute, it's cool, but for me, it's like no, because you're not getting the outcomes that you want. And those very same men that you do like, and you do that, like a chick might like you, and say she's choosing you, or give you choosing signals, or she approaches you, she punches the man on the arm and goes, "Yo, what's up?" and does all these silly little things. He's really gonna like you now, isn't he? That's my thoughts on that.
To those ladies that do that, he's not gonna like you now.
Yeah, learn how to approach men properly.
Yeah, not by physically abusing them.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. People, put your thoughts in the comments. Let us know what you think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But yeah, again, it's a shit test at the end of the day. Silly one. Men ain't intimidated by you, but that's my thoughts on that particular clip. Let's move on to the next one, man. Without further delay, here's clip number 2.
Women wonder why they can't keep a good man. Baby, that's because you disobedient. You can't even follow a simple test or instruction that your man give you. For example, a button. He asks you not to wear a button in public, but you do it anyway. That's, first of all, you insulted his intelligence, because apparently he knows something. Apparently he done been there and done that before, so he's trying to put you on. But it's like you don't want to listen. It's just like a mother with a child, a disobedient child. If that child ain't listening, she's gonna whoop that child. So as a man is the same way. A man don't want no disobedient woman. He's going to leave her. You feel me? A lot of women speak on having a good man, but when you get a good man, baby, you acting like you can't listen to him. You act like you know everything when you really don't, baby. And that's the problem. Y'all don't freaking listen.
You feel me?
Yeah, I don't freaking listen.
You can't listen to a simple instruction.
She's got such a soft, innocent baby voice.
Cutie is spitting bars. Who agrees with that? Who
Put it in the
disagrees with that? Put in the comments what you guys think. I agree with her. It's simple. It's simple math. What's your thoughts?
Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment, please. I agree with her. She'll definitely be called a pick me. And for me agreeing with her, I'll be most probably called a pick me. But who cares? Anyway, it's funny that she is of the younger generation.
Well, she looks it.
She is
Black Dog Crack,
most
apparently, right?
definitely young.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But it's funny that even though she's young, and young girls are supposed to not be so knowledgeable, or they haven't lived life yet and they don't know things.
Isn't that the whole point,
It's
though?
funny that she understands and she got the assignment.
But when a woman understands the basics, the outcomes that she gets tends to be good.
Yes.
When a woman like this, I'm going to say, she appears to me to be a Zennial, right? Yeah, I think she's a Zennial. I don't know, but she's going to get all kind of sign language, shaming, insults, guilt, and need to be right. But she's getting the outcome that she wants. And you tend to find that women that are older don't cook for no man. Follow simple instructions. What am I, a dog? You know what the F she means. Stop being silly, man. Now, for me, some women might say, oh, I'm Miss Independent, blah, blah, blah. I ain't listening to no man. But are you getting the outcomes that you want? I ain't trying to cook crazy here, but
No.
yeah.
Something to think about, definitely. They should think about that. If you've been single for 10 years and
they're single,
riding
they're
on
single
that carousel.
because they choose to be single.
No, you're single because you can't get a man. But you're riding on that carousel.
But what about the women? What about the women that are single so long they don't know how to pair bond?
Exactly. Because you've had too many guys from being on a carousel
the
wheel
CC.
for too long. So that's my point.
Yeah.
So either way you look at it, you can't get a man and you've been on that carousel because you've been on the carousel for too long. So, you know, you lose your relationship skills. You can't pair
But
bond.
you never had any in the first place.
Some hasn't, yeah.
No, but you need to develop relationship skills and understanding of life. and then you get how life kind of works in relationships.
Well, a lot of women don't even want to do that. They're not willing to do that. And just like she said, you don't listen to your man. And well, a lot of women need to work on getting one, for starters. A lot of women cannot even get a man, let alone be in a
But
position
I
to be
think-
listening to him.
I agree, but I think a lot of women, they think because a lot of men, because men, when it comes to smashing, a man is, he will smash as much as he can because the man's an opportunist. Women believe that because the dude wants to smash, he wants to stay with me and long-term commitment. That's not the case.
No.
She might say, I'm attracted to this guy, 6 feet tall, blah, blah, blah. I got access because since the internet, the world is small now. So because I got access to all these kind of guys, women date across and up. They're rather up than across, right? So if a dude that's high value or dude that's making money, 6 foot tall, or the 6'6" that women mostly want, if he smashes, that woman can't go back to that basic plumber, that dude that ain't, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's just how I'm seeing it. But if they've never had relationship skills and they've only had, let's say, let me call it a nice word, Magic City skills, jumping around that pole skills, they're only going to be good at that. Now, my thing is this. You can't have two captains on a ship.
Nope.
One has to be the captain, one has to be the head, and maybe you can be the neck. In the
If you're
words of
lucky.
Fantasia.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, there's one captain, man.
I know.
Know your place.
Ladies, look, you don't want to become like Miss Vivica Fox, you know, single, lonely, washed up.
Okay. Shots fired.
Shots fired. Anyway, it's true. Okay, all honesty, she's older. She's an older woman. She's
Yeah.
single. Honestly, men don't really want her
But-
because she's older.
There's a lot of women that are older, and don't get me wrong, there's some women that are older and they look good,
yeah.
but when it comes down for long-term commitment, men generally don't want them. If you look at stats on actresses, if you look at stats on actresses, they were getting lead roles when they were like between 21, 25, maybe even up to 30. I'll give them that. But I'm going to tag some of those stats up here somewhere, right? And those actresses, as they got older, they weren't getting those lead roles no more. They wasn't the, talk of the town. They weren't desired. And to me, even going off a little bit, one of my notes is this, right? Cam Newton, he said he wants a submissive woman, a traditional woman. He wants yada, 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 right? And that was his preference. He got backlash for having his own standards, his own preference. But a woman can say, oh, someone like Lizzo, for example, she can say, men are called fat. Women that are bigger are called plus size. Can you see the culture? Can you see what's happening today, right? So Lizzo can say, oh, I want a man. She tried to holler at Captain America. I want a certain kind of man. But if I said, if I'm a dude and I'm the equivalent to Lizzo, they're going to say, mate, stop it. You're reaching, come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And men are not allowed to have standards. Why did someone like Cam Newton get backlash because of just having standards? Men ain't allowed to have no feelings today.
Nope.
Men ain't allowed to have no standards or
Nope.
preferences. Only women can have it. And we see, and don't get me wrong, anyone can have their preferences and standards. For me, I'm just saying, I'll rather a submissive woman. I don't want a promiscuous woman. Women want a man that has a good future. I don't want a woman with a past. They can try to shame me and sign language me into whatever they want. It don't mean that I have to accept that. The shaming doesn't work on me. And I think a lot of men today are waking up. And I think a lot of women today are definitely waking up and saying, you know what? I'm seeing the women that came before me, the Generation X. And I'm seeing, I see the plan. I see what you guys are doing now.
Yep.
You guys are trying to pattern me
It's
to make
so
me end up
obvious.
just like you. It's obvious, but it's not.
It is so obvious. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. It's bright as day. Like there's no clouds, there's no fog. You know, the sun is licking. Is what I'm saying. You can see that from a mile away. It's very obvious what the older generation are doing and have been doing, and the younger generation haven't realized. And it's time to wake up, ladies.
But but you said they haven't realized. I think they have
They
though.
okay. I'll take back what I said.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of them have woken up, and a lot of them are starting to wake up. I definitely will say that. Just like the girl in the video we just played. You know, she's young. I can tell she's young. She looks very young anyway.
Yeah.
And, you know, she's saying what she's supposed to say.
But she's not supposed to say that in today's culture.
No, that's because they don't want them to think like that in today's culture. They want them to think, oh, I'm a boss chick. I'm independent. Don't need no man.
Yeah, but okay. That only works in the black community. I'm a boss chick. I'm a queen. You're a queen.
I'm a diva.
With no kingdom. You're a queen with no crown.
Can I just speak on that really quickly?
Yeah, touch on that, man.
How can you, ladies, how can you be a queen if you don't have no king? How does that work? Please explain it to me.
It's a matriarch.
Put it in the comment section. No, you cannot be a queen and you have zero king. How does that work? How does it work? Wouldn't you? Okay, you have your kingdom. Say you have the house that you want and whatever. That's your kingdom. But there's no king in that house.
Let's call it
in
a
that
queen.
castle.
Let's call it a queendom.
Queendom.
So you have your queendom,
Sorry.
right?
Yes, in the queendom. But there's no king. Like, how does that make you a queen? Like, yeah, I'm a queen, and where does all this attitude and yeah, I'm this and I'm that. Where does it come from? You don't have a king. Ain't that the whole point? You have a king. You're the queen. It's like, yeah.
It depends on what's of value to
That's
that
true.
particular person.
That's true.
What I've seen of lately, I think a lot of men are just kind of checking out, if I'm honest. When you hear the last clip, you'll see what I mean even further. But yeah, even as a man saying your preferences, you know, you're getting shaming language, you know, so a lot of men are saying, you know what? I don't want to do this. I'm walking away. It's difficult. So for me, I think that women, you're going to have to start learning what men want, what men need, and what you need to do to get into long-term committed relationships. You're going to have to start learning how to approach men. And you're going to have to start taking that rejection that men have been taking for years.
Yes.
Unfortunately, that's the current climate that we're living in.
Start taking it with a pinch of salt.
They need more than a pinch of salt. They're going to need some yak.
You need to start approaching men because men are fed up and they're tired of it. They're tired of the attitude, the disrespect, the fact that you don't care, the fact that men are not. Men can't have emotion. Men can't have no feelings. Men can't have no standards. It's just zero when it comes to the man, and men are fed up. And I think as the fellas, I'm talking to you. I think you need to man up and say what it is. The same way
They do.
women
They do.
more.
No, I'm going to disagree. I'm going to disagree with that. What you just said, right? You can't say men should man up and say it more when society has it where women have platforms where they can say what they want, and if a man says anything, he's chastised for saying it.
No, I
That's
understand
wrong.
that.
So if a man has a job, look, you got Black Twitter will cancel men, particularly if I say, oh, Lizzo's overweight or she's bigger than me. I don't want a woman bigger than me. Cancelled. So you can't say men have been saying it.
Okay.
But we're sensitive
Well,
saying
I guess,
it, or we're
yes,
sign
that's
language
true.
and saying that through social media, through mainstream media. You know, I said it to you earlier. Oh, they refer to bigger women today as plus size. Men, oh, you're just fat.
Yeah. No, I
So,
get it
no,
in a sense of the women kind of control certain things. So
Kind of. We don't live in if we live in such a patriarchy society, why are women the beneficiaries of most things? It is what this is facts. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying for those that don't say anything, you
They
know,
do, man. They do. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to. No, they
I'm
do.
just saying that the control needs to be back with the men.
That's your opinion. All right, cool. What do you guys think? Does the control need to be patriarch or matriarch? It is what it is. Let's play the final clip for today. And then we're gonna close out. Without further delay, here's clip number 3.
Bro, this nigga in my DM cussing me out, right? But was I a fan when you left those kids in the house to come fuck me in your garage? Was I a fan when, like, boy, just stop. You asked me to come out here. I didn't slide in your DM. You slid in mine. Bro, I do not have to lie about fucking these niggas, bro. I don't. He brought me to his house. He left the kids in the house to fuck on me.
Y'all, I promise if y'all just help me get home this last time, I will never link to fuck another rapper for free. If y'all just get me home this
Okay. If you pay for her fee to get her return flight back home, she won't ever sleep with another rapper for free. She would charge the next time. Where did we go wrong? What's your thoughts?
I have zero sympathy. I think you can tell. Zero. You fuss up yourself.
Mhm.
Okay, there's so many girls that get flown out. You get flown out to different countries to link up with these rich men.
Yeah, there's this
You
whole
have-
Dubai thing, isn't it?
You have Dubai where it doesn't matter where the hell you go.
But I'm saying there's a trend in Dubai.
Yes.
Where, what's the name? It's on the tip of my tongue. And then they do whatever to you. But yeah, I'll touch on that in a bit. Go on anyway. So you were saying.
You get flown out to all
back
these
blown
different
out.
countries to
Mhm.
get your back blown out. Yes, by that guy or multiple guys or animals or donkeys or whatever the hell it is. And you want to ask people, okay, so you've made bad decisions, bad decision making skills, right? You made a bad decision by accepting that flight to Dubai or wherever you went to just to live a lavish lifestyle for that weekend or for that week or 2 weeks if you're lucky, right?
Mhm.
And then he doesn't want to pay for your flight back. Maybe it could have been your attitude. Maybe you didn't do what he wanted you to do.
Okay, let's say you say lavish lifestyle. She said to the garage, took her to where he parks his cars in the garage, right? And allegedly, apparently, he left his kids in the house.
Yeah.
You didn't even get to go in a room.
No. I like the way that she's highlighting he left his kids in the house by themselves. You clearly didn't
Wow.
care about the facts that his kids were in the house with no adult supervision.
That's allegedly, and that's according to her. That's his problem.
But I'm
I
saying
don't know how
you
old. He's a
don't
rapper.
care.
He's a rapper, by the way. I don't know how old his kids were. I don't know the dynamic, but he left you, and I'm assuming if he smashed you in the garage, maybe it was in his car. I don't know. Maybe he's creative. Who knows? Put in the comments. What do you think he did? Anyways, right? My note on this is this: what happened to safety? Didn't your parents tell you don't speak to strangers? Don't get into
Strangers'
people's
cars.
cars and things of that nature.
Don't drink from people. Don't eat
That-
from people.
All of that conversation went right out the window of her. Then she come with a Z-list acting, crying at the end. I won't do it ever. She's saying, I will sleep with a rapper again. It's just that I'm gonna charge this time. So she ain't learned from her mistakes. And then there's a safety net that women tend to have in society. They can pander, they can cry, crocodile tears, and then they have a safety net where people will help them. As a dude, I can't go on
GoFundMe pages?
Yeah, I can't go online and say, yo, some chick, right? She said that she's gonna she took me to her garage. She tried to make me dig out her belly, and then she don't wanna give me the return flight back. It don't work like that for us. See, even when I said that, it made you laugh, right?
Yeah, because that ain't gonna happen.
Exactly. But then
Why should we feel sorry for women?
was it not with those women, that woman back in the day, right? Not even that long ago. I think it was last year, right? Did she not lie and about saying that she was on welfare, she was struggling with her kids and blah blah, and the kids that she had wasn't even her kids, and they set up a GoFundMe and they gave her how much money? But check this though, believe all women.
Well, a lot of women are too lie. You can't believe all women. You can't believe all men. You can't believe all children. You can't believe all nobody.
Yeah.
So stop with the believe all women business. Just like some women tell the truth, some women lie through their goddamn teeth. Okay, so stop all of that. I when I hear that crap, it's like just whatever. Like, I'm not saying that some women don't tell the truth and things have happened to them, unfortunately, and you should believe them. A lot of women will say the same thing and are lying.
Okay.
They're lying.
Let's switch gears a little bit, right? So, if a woman gets flown out, is it a given the cooch? Is she like, I'm saying, put in the comments, people, right? So if you fly, fellas, if you fly a thing out, right? Is it a given that the cooch is on the cards? Ladies, is the coochie on the cards?
I think it's no different to a man taking you on a date. So you want the food to, I mean, okay, let me explain.
Okay.
Hear me out for a second. So you see, when a man takes a woman on a date, that's what she wants. She wants to go on a date, have drinks, eat food, and you may take her shopping or whatever the case may be. And at the
date. This is because remember, a flight is a luxurious lifestyle, is elevated.
Yes.
Simple date. Okay, take you Hakkasan. Yeah, you could have gone France for the weekend on the price of certain restaurants, right? I get that. But I've taken you on a date. The difference now is you going on a flight.
I know. But I'm saying men would like a beat after spending all his cash on that date. That's what you wanted. So I've given you what you wanted. And what I want is some coochie.
Yeah, so is it a given that if I fly you out, which is an elevated lifestyle, plus dude was a rapper, celebrity, but I'm just saying in general, whether he's a rapper or celebrity or whatever, right? Is it a given, ladies, if a man flies you out, that coochie's on the cards? Because this chick is saying, pay for my return flight, you people. Pay for my bad choices and my mistake, right? But the next time I get flown out, I'm going to charge. This sounds like S work to me. Stop me if I'm wrong, but no, let's be real. Let's keep 100 because I'm trying to be nice here. It is S work. Because she's saying there's a price for this coochie. I don't know what her fees are.
No.
Just like fans only. I'm going to call it that, right? Just like fans only, right? That's digital prostitution.
Yo, prostituto.
Yeah, because there's so many prostituta, right? Doing their thing on OnlyFans and then talking about, oh, I want a man to take me seriously. Exactly. But some chicks would be like, well, if a man can sleep around, so can I.
You can, but I don't mean he's going to want you.
Exactly. You can do it. I'm okay with that. I'm open to it.
Do you know what's funny? No one stops women from doing what they want to do. So if you want to sleep around, be on that carousel wheel all day, every day, that's up to you. No one's saying, oh, don't do that. Morally, you shouldn't. But no one's saying, don't do that. It's up to you. It's your body, like women like to say, innit? It's your body. Do what you like. But there's always a consequence, a trade-off exactly after doing that. So if you want to be wifed up, or some people don't want to get married, but if you want
for now
a relationship of some sort with a man or whoever, why would they want to take you seriously?
I think with a lot of women, they look at things in the sense of because men want to smash, this means that they want long term commitment. And that's fine because the very same men that you want, you don't even listen to. But my thing is this, my last point is this, right? That those women that we heard today, particularly the one in the last clip, and I'm gonna say modern women in general, those women are gonna be the mothers, the grandmothers, and let's just say, for example, your son, your children have to date their son or their daughter. And can you imagine? Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine that dynamic? Because there will still be those 70-year-old women still trying to pop it like it's hot,
Mm-hmm.
on TikTok, twerk challenge. We done that video, right? Where they tried to pop it on stage to the juvenile tune, right? That's what your son has to pick from.
We're gonna have to go back to, when you meet the parents straight away and you see how the other person's family is before you even do anything
You
with the
say
person.
that, okay, that's traditional.
Yeah,
I said modern
I
women.
know.
Now,
But I'm saying you need to go back to
there's
that.
no, okay, but there's no more, there's not, most women today are modern.
Mm-hmm.
Men are traditional for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
A woman can have her degree and she can do her thing, and that's totally fine. Men, for the most part, want a traditional woman. He's willing to play his role. I'm not saying men are perfect, but I'm saying men are willing to play his role. You can have your degrees, your masters, and you can make crazy amounts of money.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I can spend it. And on top of it, a woman wants a man with a future. Men want a woman without a past. So imagine this chick you're trying to vet, you're trying to date, and she's saying, you're seeing this. Oh, this person blow my back out, and he didn't even take more time. I remember back in the day, right? Man, them used to take the thing to a hotel or back seat of the car. Man took it to a garage. I'd say that's the equivalent to the back of a car, back of a car seat or whatever, right? And then crying on social media. Chicks back in the days had the dignity to say, raw, I don't want to let nobody know about this. I'm not going to post this so everyone can know what BS that I'm getting up to. This is who men have to pick from. Now, again, I'm not saying men are perfect, but hey.
Listen, what you just said is what I've been preaching for how long. If you don't want people to look at you in a certain way, why are you airing out your business? Stop doing that. We know you're going to do it for clout, for attention, but was that clout and attention worth it? Was it worth it when you look back at it? It's not. It's
some
never worth
people-
it.
To some people, it is.
It's worth it at that time. When you get
Yeah.
older, it's not going to be worth it. The
Yeah.
same way, what happened to Kim Kardashian? The Ray J and Kim Kardashian video.
It came back to haunt her,
It came
right?
back to haunt her. For imagine your son or your child
Oh, no.
seeing that. Come on, this is my point. Stop posting your private business that you've done behind closed doors that no one else saw. Stop doing that. Just stop it. No
This
one
is-
asks for it either.
This is what men have to pick from. Again, it is what it is, man. But that's my final thoughts on it, man. I don't know if you want to add anything else, but I'm about ready to good to go.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and press that notification bell to
Yes.
always get new videos,
Yeah.
updates.
Yep. In that said, that's our final thoughts. See you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.
We out.